talked about France. Words are hard. We talked about.
They are.
God, shit.
I'm telling you, bidets are great. They don't shoot up your asshole. It's literally just a gentle, like, we're just.
Please don't take the fun out of this for him. Every time I go to WebMD, I need a new Harley. So it's like, listen, you ain't sick, you pussy ass bitch. Go buy a new fucking motorcycle.
Let me pull up WebMD now, see if that shit works for me. I'm Jake Jacobs.
This is Sammy.
This is the Don.
And you're listening to
What the Fuck?
Welcome to What the Fuck, the podcast where we say all the things you're thinking,
but probably shouldn't.
Woman calls AAA during a standoff to fix a tire that the police had just spiked.
AAA ain't gonna cover that.
45-year-old woman was arrested Wednesday and accused of leading police on a high-speed chase on I-70 and then calling for roadside assistance after the officers spiked her tire. They tried to spike her tire twice. They were successful the second time. She stopped the car. They're trying to get her to come out of the car. So it's a standoff, right? And they're telling her, hey, you're caught. I mean, just get out of your fucking car. While they're yelling at her through the bullhorn or whatever, she's on the fucking phone with AAA. Hey, I got a flat tire. Can you guys come fix it? AAA transferred the call to the police, who in turn transferred the call to a trooper at the scene. I guess dispatch called the cops that had her pulled over at a standoff, and they were like, hey, this woman just called AAA to get her flat tire fixed. You guys pop. I'm trying to figure out the thought process that happens here.
Well, there's probably a reason she was in a high-speed chase. She's not all there.
Felony, high-speed chase. She got fucking spiked and had the fucking balls to call AAA to come fix her tire while the cops are screaming at her.
Possible
through
shootout.
the window.
Yeah.
I got to party with this chick. I mean, she's fucking nuts.
She's 45, so I mean,
she's in the wheelhouse.
She's prime Karen
in the
age.
ballpark.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Did she have the bob cut?
I don't see a picture
No
of her,
pictures?
but
Damn.
Damn. To have that Karen
I'm
cut
gonna
with like the hair
research
that's like
that.
pushed all the way up.
Yeah,
like,
happened in Utah earlier this month. Yeah.
In Utah.
Probably a Mormon.
Freaking. Yeah, I was about to say probably a Mormon.
Fucking Mormons.
That's crazy.
No offense to any Mormons listening out there.
No offense to any Mormons. Y'all do whatever
Fucking
y'all gonna
cult.
do.
But anyway.
All right, let me
Speaking
see.
of
I got the video
drivers.
right here. This is fucking great.
Oh, of the
my
high-speed chase?
God.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, Lord. Last week when my daughter was on spring break and I had to come home and take care of the cats, left early in the morning to come home. And as I'm driving home, I literally got maybe 5 minutes from my parents' house. The whole time I'm driving, as soon as I got on the main road, had this like little SUV behind me with, I could see, because he was on my ass the whole time, this little old man who looked like he had to be in his like 80s, who had the most gnarly scout, just like this, one of these faces, like the whole time. I'm like, clearly somebody shit in your grits. I don't know.
Ugh.
We get to a traffic light. We're stopped. We start to go. Hadn't even made it full speed yet. And I see the truck in front of me. This poor bird comes out of nowhere and like dive bombs the side, like hits it on the side. So like not head on to the vehicle, but hits on the side.
So the
and, like,
bird hit the truck.
Correct. The truck in front of me and bounced off of it and kind of knocked itself like, ugh, whatever. I don't think it killed it, but it was just kind of knocked silly, like how when they run into like glass on a house or something,
Right.
they don't realize it's glass. I look in the rearview mirror to check on this bird and I see grumpy grandpa bitch behind me swerve to intentionally run this fucking bird over and end its little life. And I swear to God, I saw the man smile. I swear to God. For a good 5+ miles, sat there holding my steering wheel with this exact, like I could not get, I was like,
The slack jawed, what the fuck just went down?
I was like,
what the
I've never actually slack jawed at anything in my life before. I was like, this was insane. And then I shit you not, 2 days later, when I was coming back to my parents' house, I'm driving on back roads and all of a sudden I passed by what I'm pretty sure was a turtle that had already been hit. So it was kind of like, I think, on its way out, and I swerved to avoid it, and the fucking truck behind me swerves to hit it. I'm like, what is wrong with people in North Carolina trying to end the life of anything on the fucking road, whether it's dead or not? I was like, I hope to God he popped a fucking tire on that turtle shell.
I'm judgmental, and I mean to an irrational level. First off, if you come to Florida and you have any other license plate besides a Florida plate, go fuck yourself. Okay. We appreciate you being here. We love you too, but go home. And oh, by the way, get out of my left lane. North Carolina drivers, I don't know where you people learn how to drive, but you are worse than New York. Get out of the left lane. Listen, we roll here in Florida, and I'm not from Florida, y'all. I'm from Louisiana.
I roll wherever I go. Whatever state I'm in, I roll. Left lane is for passing and going fast. Get the fuck out of it if you're going to
Left
go
lane
the
is for
speed limit or
crime.
below.
If you ain't committing a crime, get the fuck out of the way. If you are by yourself in the left lane, nobody cares. If you are in the left lane and somebody's behind you and you are blocking them, you're an asshole.
Oh, I forever
If you have a
am
full
checking
line
my
of
mirrors.
cars behind you, it should be legal for the person right behind you to do the pit maneuver and put your ass into the fucking wall. So move over, get out of the way. And I ride a motorcycle, so I don't get a chance to be a dick.
Fun fact, when you're on a 3-lane highway like that, especially in Virginia, it is a law. Truckers cannot be in that left lane. They have to stay in the middle or right lane. However, if it's a 2-lane road like it is by us, truckers can go in that lane, and truckers can be fucking assholes and sit in that lane and go slow as shit and make you want to fucking blow their tires out, but can't.
There is a whole brand new generation of drivers. And when I say drivers, I'm mainly talking about truck drivers. It used to be back in the day, truckers knew not to try to pass another truck going uphill. Now it seems to be like a contest.
They don't give a shit.
To see, if we can do it every single fucking time.
It's like NASCAR, baby.
Yeah. And then the other thing you talked about being in the left lane and that being the passing lane. I'm totally on board with that. But here's where I have a problem with it, though. If I'm in the left lane and I'm with traffic and we're steadily passing people, and then some idiot comes up in the middle lane and wants to come all the way up to where he has to get over and zip in, guess what, motherfucker? This isn't the zipper, okay?
No.
We're not opening a gap for you.
No,
sorry.
Your time is not more important
And I will
than
cut you
everybody
off
else's.
every motherfucking time.
Yeah, so
they can go fuck themselves.
I live right off 95, and I drive 100 miles a day, basically. Nah, that's a lie. 70. I get to see a lot of shit. And I-95 is 3 lanes between Daytona and St. Augustine. And so the right lane is for law-abiding citizens. The left lane is for crime. The middle lane is for criminals who have more hardened criminals coming up their ass. You move over. So the more hardened criminal can pass you, then you move back over if you need to pass. But you have to sacrifice, even if you get behind somebody slower, unless you're willing to commit a higher level of crime. It's not hard, right?
100%.
Move your ass. 100 miles an hour in Florida. Yeah, the cops, that's a felony. 100 miles an hour is felony speed.
Yeah,
as I
anything
understand it.
20 or
Reckless
over.
driving.
Just because you have a CDL license does not make you a good driver.
Oh, no.
either.
No.
Hell
And
no.
here's where I learned this, Jake, and it's right up your alley because it's I-40 between Nashville and Clarksville. You fucking asshole drivers, you truckers, and I love you, man. I know you're at work. Get the fuck out of the left lane, buddy.
Yeah. They stay
Here's
there.
the thing. That's a 4-lane road. These people will block. These fucking guys will block it
Don't
4
give a
lanes
fuck.
wide. Do not give a shit. And there's hills on that road.
Yeah.
And so when I used to work at Austin Peay State University, I would drive from Gallatin to there, and it was mind-boggling the lack of consideration from these truck drivers. So just because you have a CDL and you're a professional driver does not make you a good driver. In fact, some of you need to go fuck yourself somewhere else.
They need an ego check.
Go to Mississippi or something. I don't know what you got.
If you've been on the road for a while, you can kind of gauge the body language of the drivers, especially if you've been behind like the same couple of trucks for the last couple of miles or whatever. So I can usually tell if a trucker is getting ready to try to pass another truck up a hill, and I will be that dude, and I will speed up and pass so he gets stuck behind that truck. I will do that.
I'll commit a level of crime
don't
that
care.
allows him to move over behind me, but not in front of me. I'm not letting you in. And listen, I know you guys are the working guys, and I love you. I do it. I respect what you do for America. You're rolling 80,000 pounds of steel and aluminum and fiberglass with freight. The best drivers that I see, they are older, generally speaking. They're in the right lane. You remember the movie with Tom Cruise, the NASCAR movie?
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. And he was faster when he drove less hard. Right?
Yeah.
He was tearing it. So the best truckers, the ones who make the best time, et cetera, the guys in the right lane, following the law at 70 or 75 miles an hour, somewhere in there, that are not in a big hurry. They're not swapping lanes back and forth. The only thing they do, though, there's a truck on the side of the road. They think it's safer to switch lanes with that 60 feet of fucking truck than it is just to stay there. I don't get that part, guys. So stop doing that shit. But those are the guys that are making time. They're making money. They're doing all that stuff. These fucking young ones, dude, I want to shoot your fucking tires out. And I said that shit out loud. So You're a danger to public safety, so knock that shit off.
The only time that I will usually willingly commit felony level speed crimes, logging trucks, which Final Destination has utterly destroyed me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I will commit felonies to get from behind one of those because I am scared shitless of being behind one, and just that movie fucked me up for life.
Oh, yeah.
I can't ever be behind a logging truck without getting like almost panic attack levels anxiety where I'm like, I gotta get around it. I gotta get around it. And I will fucking beeline it. The second I hit a broken line road, I'm like, I'm gone.
Take all of that and add a fucking cell phone in their face.
Oh, no.
That is my absolute...
People that I see on cell phones make me want to absolutely pit maneuver them.
I get overtly boisterous. So if you've crashed your car into the back of somebody, I know how it happened. You're on your cell phone. Here's the thing, folks. You have one job when you're driving. You have a big responsibility. Yeah. You're far too important to die on the highway because of a text message. However, you ain't as fucking important as you think you are.
No.
Get the fuck off of your fucking phone. Hands-free, this 21st century. If you're in a Mercedes, Benz, or a Lexus, you have Bluetooth capabilities. If you have that phone plugged into your face, honey, Karen, I hope you get run off the road and learn your fucking lesson. So I realize that's very salty, but man, I've seen so many bad things happen because of cell phones. It just fires me up. That's one of my pet peeves, if you can't tell.
I should have known when I first moved to Nashville, watching local television stations, when almost every fucking commercial would lead off with, have you been injured by a tractor-trailer driver? All these law firms, it's their income. You have every motherfucker coming here from all over the fucking world that wants to be the next Jason Aldean or Morgan Wallen or whoever the fuck they're trying to be next. So you have all these different driving styles. Now, Nashville has all 4 seasons, but people crash on 75 degrees and fucking sun out, right?
Yep.
You throw a little bit of moisture in there, some rain, it gets stupid. Snow, it gets even stupider. But you have all these different driving styles. Some people have never seen snow.
Correct.
It's like a melting pot of motherfuckers that don't know how to drive.
Oh, well, welcome to Florida where we have snowbirds who don't drive back at home. But when you come here, and it's not everybody, okay? Not every New York plate or Massachusetts plate or New Jersey plate. They're not all, and they're great people. I'm not saying anything about the human beings, but you drive like shit. But so do Floridians.
Yeah.
And so do people from Louisiana. And so do people from fucking Tennessee and people from North Carolina. It's like, listen, it's the individual. I just happen to judge your ass based on the plate on your car.
Everybody everywhere drives
because
like
that makes
shit.
it fun for me. But get the fuck out of the left lane. At the end of the day, I think that's what kind of caused this discussion. Get out of the left lane. Have some respect for everybody else. And then once it's clear, go back in the left lane if that's your thing. Fine.
See, everyone has road rage. It's just a matter of how much road rage that you have and you allow to come out.
That's one of my favorite things when I'm on the phone with my best friend because she lives in Northern Virginia. So she'll call me when she's on her way home from work and she'll be like...
She's bitching and moaning about it.
She'll be like, dude, talking done, blah, 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 motherfucker! Like,
yeah.
I'm just like, who cut you off? Like she's so funny, but she's also the same person that like when I drive, she's the same way whether I'm on the phone with her or I'm in the car with her. But she also like if she has to slam her brakes on, she's the first person to reach out and like full arm. Like I'm like I have a seatbelt on. She's like I know, but I'm like you just wanted to grab my tit. I know it's okay.
Nice. I'm on a motorcycle 90% of the time. I got to be careful my actions because it's not like being in your car where you start screaming at somebody, lipping them, and they don't even notice.
Yeah.
On a bike, I give you the I hate you look. They're just like, fuck you. Chic.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid that, but I'm still thinking it just so you people know.
If you're staying with traffic pretty much like, and you're going over the speed limit and everybody's doing over the speed limit, that's one thing. Over. Correct. It's when you're Jeff Gordoning your way through speed.
People are so guilty.
That's when the cops are like, what is this?
When the state trooper has 2 cars pulled over on the side of the road and you jam on your brakes when you see him.
Oh my God, I hate
guilty motherfucker.
Yeah.
He ain't coming after you.
He's already busy.
Furthermore, get in the habit of throwing a GPS on. It does 2 things. Number 1, it reminds you where you're going so you're not looking around like an idiot. You don't know where you're going, people. Sorry.
GPS
you just
everywhere,
don't.
even if I know
and then
it
will tell you, speed check ahead.
Yeah.
Or if you have Waze, police, it'll tell you where the cops are. And number 3, you don't need to drive 100 miles an hour. Okay? If the speed limit is 70, go 80. We even go 85 in Florida. We pass state troopers. It's like, you ain't who I'm looking for. We're looking for the kid on the sport bike doing 120.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
or the guy driving the Hellcat. If the speed limit is 70, people don't mind driving 80. When you go to a state where the speed limit is 80, people are scared to drive much faster than 80. But the people who are scared to drive 80 will get their fucking ass in the right lane. And that is the ticket. So listen to me, country, change your fucking speed limit to 80 or 85. I don't give a shit.
And then you'll
But
keep the
70
slow
is
people
too
in the
fucking
slow
slow.
lane.
And Jake and I are at that age where we remember our mom and dad driving the old double nickel down the I-10. And that was some old bullshit. I don't know how anybody got any fucking where.
Yeah. Sammy Hager just came screaming in my head, I can't drive 55.
I can't drive 55.
If you have a GPS app on your phone or a GPS unit and you have it on all the time, but yet you want to argue with it about where it's wanting to take you, technology has advanced to the point where even a cheap GPS app will get you from point A to point B, and it will calculate the quickest way to get there based on traffic, blah, 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 blah. Just because you've been driving to this point A to point B for your whole fucking life and you know how to get there, when the GPS tells you how to get there and it takes you a different way, fucking trust it. I have a usual way that I go to the Nashville VA, but there's like probably 20 different ways that you could take.
Yeah.
But I will put my GPS on every single time, particularly with Nashville. On any given day, I will have to take one of those 20 different other routes because people are just being fucking stupid. I know how to get there, but
Exactly.
the app will say, go this way instead, and you'll get there quicker. GPSs work. Oh, I've been driving for 50 fucking years. I know how to get there. Bullshit, you don't. The GPS knows how to get there better than you do.
Right.
So this has been a very, very, very salty episode, but it is, as promised, from somewhere around episode 3 or 4. This is our weekly therapy with one another. It keeps us from fucking going
Pit maneuvering people
pit
on the
maneuvering
road.
people on the interstate. We realize that laws exist.